Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Michael Graham here, one of the senior partners at MJB. And before I take you through this week's Golden Nugget sales video, I just want to share a quick story with you that happened to me very recently, because the topic that I'm going to talk to you guys about is important for sales, it's important for business owners, it's important for entrepreneurs, but it's also a vitally important skill for you to have in your everyday life. And this is what it is. So, I just came back from a fantastic holiday in Venice, and when we landed, the very first day that we landed through the airport, we were going, myself and my partner, we were going through the airport check-in system and all that stuff, and we were just about to pass through customs. And one of the security guards in the airport decided to stop me, to do the airport checks. He starts asking me these questions, and he starts doing the whole thing. And normally that takes about 10 minutes. They stop people for 5 to 10 minutes, and they really go through everything that they want to go through to make sure that you're okay to enter the country. We were there for 30 seconds talking to the security guard, and then we were gone with our holiday. And the security guard and his team were a little bit puzzled by what just happened. My girlfriend kind of looked at me and went, "What, that normally takes a little bit longer. What actually happened?" And I explained to her the concept of being able to control a conversation, which is what I want to take you guys through today. Learning how to control a conversation. And what basically happened, if I take you through the conversations, he started asking me some questions. I then asked him a leading question. I said, "Do you know how I can get to this place in Venice?" Right? So I completely distracted or directed the focus onto a different topic that was relevant to what I wanted. And then we started moving the process to the next stage, which enabled me to leave the conversation and go and get on with my holiday within 30 seconds. So here's what you've got to do. There's 4 golden nuggets that you've got to get very good at to be able to control a conversation in sales, as a business owner, if you're recruiting people, and also in your everyday life. So here's what they are. Number one is know your end goal. Know what you're trying to achieve. So going back to my scenario, my end goal was to start my holiday. My end goal was not to be at customs talking to a security guard, as pleasant as he was. So the idea that you've got to get in your head is, what is your end goal in every conversation? The second thing is, have direction questions. What I mean by direction questions, leading questions. Questions that take the focus of the conversation into what your end goal could be. So with me, the end goal was Venice, getting on with my holiday, so I wanted to know how to get into the city. So I asked him, where do I get the boat? How do I get into the city? Right? And it distracts the conversation, but it keeps you focused on your end goal. The third thing is tone of voice. It's very important. Tone of voice when you speak with people. There has to be a certain level of authority, not pushy, not arrogance, not over the top, but a certain level of authority so that people, A, listen to you, and B, respect you. So have that level of authority. And number 4 is know the steps in the conversation. Know the clear steps in the conversation so that you can lead the conversation from point A to point B to point C to point D. But know the steps before you go into it. Don't just go into a conversation and then think about the steps. Know the steps in your conversation so that you can get your desired outcome, which was point number 1. So the 4 key points for you to enable to control a conversation. 1, know your end goal. 2, have direction questions. 3, you focus on your tone of voice. And the 4th thing is know the clear steps in your conversation so that you can control it. So controlling the conversation, that's this week's Golden Sales Nugget. And I hope that's helped you. I hope that helps you to generate more sales, to control the conversation in your life better, and to become a better business owner and entrepreneur. I'd love to take this opportunity and invite you to our Supercharge event on the 30th of May. And it's at the Kensington Close Hotel in London from 12 till 5 p.m. And it's going to be a fantastic event. It's going to be about 80 to 100 business owners and entrepreneurs in the room who want to know how to take their sales to the next level, how to double, triple their sales within 6 months. That's what we're going to be covering in that day. My name is Michael, the company is MJB, and when sales matter, we deliver.